Hi there, I'm Annalisa from the team behind Parlay, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can follow up a round table to create a sequence inside of Parlay. All right, so let's look at this example of a written round table about the symbolism of the green light in The Great Gatsby. So in this discussion, we started out with just one question. Students came into the round table and anonymously shared their initial ideas. They even commented on each other's ideas as well. And now let's say I'm ready to dive deeper into this topic and ask some follow-up questions. I can come up here and click Start Follow-Up. Now, this will give me an option to create my follow-up from scratch if I already have some ideas about the questions I'd like to ask and the direction I want this discussion to go into, or I could use the Parlay Genie to help me out with this. So I can click Parlay Genie and choose, do I want a written or a verbal roundtable? In this case, I want to go into a verbal roundtable. So now the Genie is going to analyze all of the student responses from that first part of the discussion, and it's actually going to generate follow-up questions for deeper understanding based on what students in this class have written. So here my follow-up questions that it's come up with are, what challenges does Gatsby face in the pursuit of attaining the American dream? What other symbols in the novel are used to emphasize the themes of tragedy and unfulfillment? And what do Gatsby's longing and obsession with Daisy represent in the novel's overall themes? So of course I can edit these questions, I could remove them as well, but if I think these are sufficient enough, I could either save it as a draft and come back when I'm ready to invite students to this discussion, or I can create roundtable and invite students right away so we can jump right into these questions immediately. Now we can have our discussion, the follow-up questions are there, and I can actually do this multiple times, up to 5 times. I might be cutting up a big discussion into small individual parts, or maybe we're starting off the beginning of each class with a quick discussion, building on the ideas of the day before, or maybe, we had a really great discussion today, but my students are really enjoying this topic and they're all sharing their ideas out loud so passionately. So maybe I actually want to spend a little bit more time on this activity. So maybe we can do a follow-up tomorrow. If you'd like to quickly toggle in between the different discussions now in the sequence that we're creating, I can just click this purple button and toggle back to the original written discussion that we did, or of course forwards into the verbal roundtable discussion. So this will be helpful if you want to have short discussions over time about a particular topic and really build their understanding and ask questions that directly align to the current level of understanding of your students. This will also be helpful if you are reading a book and let's say you want to explore the essential questions or the essential themes throughout the novel. And so you might, every few chapters open up a parlay discussion to kind of come back to those ideas and get into some deeper questions throughout the course of the novel. So many different ways that you could use this, and we're excited to hear more about what you think and how you're using sequences and follow-up discussions. So let us know in the comments or click the chat bubble because we'd love to hear and we'd love to share it with other teachers in the community.